Wapi makofi ya Vicky?
Go back to your seat. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Vicky's Fire Chat Show. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, asanteni sana to join my show at Vicky's Fire Chat Show. You can have yourselves a seat. Yes. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome. You are at home. Please do not leave that station. Keep watching Vicky's Fire Chat Show, where we talk about everything and anything. And today, Leo Sai, we are going to be discussing some intense, hot, sexy conversation about marriage and sex. From one lady who opens up and says it like it is. Yeye ha sugarcoat, yeye ha fichi-fichi, anasema like it is because she wants a good she wants to see the society get some good relationship in marriage and family institution. She's been working so hard over the years to build family and to make sure that marriages are working out. And what is it women are doing wrong out there? Why is it that marriages are not working out? It is time we find out from the one and only Pastor Susan Monene. Watu wengi wanamjua kama tuatua. Unajua a sugarcoat anaisemanga na anaenda kuisema. So kindly guys, pay attention to the show so you can understand what exactly she is teaching us, because all she wants for us is to have happy marriages, happy family institutions, because a happy marriage and a happy family is a happy country and a happy nation. Today I want to introduce the couple itself. They're going to be joining us, her and her husband, to tell us about their success story of their marriage. And aside from that, speak to us about what exactly we are doing wrong in our society, because nowadays marriages are not working. 1 year, 2 years, mmefanya harusi ya 5 million. Inarudi inaenda. Sio mimi nimetaja akodhe. Ni mtu tu hapo ametaja akodhe. Na watu wengine hata heri akodhe. Kuna wengine leo ndio harusi ilikuwa, kesho it's gone. So we don't know what marriage is what exactly is going on. Marriage is under attack. It's not working out. We don't know why it's not working. Is it the men's fault? Is it the women's fault? Let's understand how marriage should be from the best couple that has been successful in this institution. And we're going to be learning a lot. Please share your comments. Tuma, uliza maswali. Pastor Susan is going to be happy to respond to your comments and tell us what she thinks about your situation. If you need counseling, you can also reach her out. But for tonight, let's have a real conversation, ladies and gentlemen, right? Yeah. Let us have a conversation from the one and only Pastor Susan Monene and her husband. Welcome. Wapigieni, by the way. Standing ovation to this couple. Karibuni sana. Standing ovation for this couple, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Yes. You can have yourselves a seat. Welcome to Vicky's Fire Chat Show. I really am honored to have you guys on my show.
So much.
You can have yourselves a seat. Hey, mimi nakwambia nimewagojea.
Tuko hapa,
tumefika. Tumewaona kila mtu anakujua toa. Yes. Kwa sababu ya kutoa. We want to understand so much.
Yes.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
From both, and I'm honored to have the both of you. Am I not honored?
Yes.
Am I not blessed to have the both of you on my set? I'm honored. I'm happy to have the both of you.
Wow.
And I'm looking forward to have a really beautiful conversation.
Yes.
So for starters, introduce yourself.
All right.
Yes, let's start with Mr. Monene.
Thank you. My name is Pastor Joseph Monene.
Yes.
Married to the only one, Pastor Sue Monene.
Yes.
Also known as Tua.
Yes.
And she is right here. And we've been married for over 20 years together. getting better, getting sweeter. God has blessed us with 3 children, and we are happy to talk the way it is. This is why we are here this night for this show.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes.
Pastor Susan.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Vicky. We are really honored to be
Yes,
here.
you can have your mic a little bit
And I trust that we are going to have a very wonderful time together.
Yes.
So that we can discuss this issue about sex and be candid about it and speak the truth so that the people can know exactly what is expected of them.
Yes.
My name is Pastor Sue Monene, popularly known as the Twatwa Pastor.
Yes.
And I'm married to Pastor Monene, Joseph Monene,
who
was my Sunday school teacher.
Oh, okay.
My Sunday school teacher.
Awesome.
Yes. My Sunday school teacher is here. When I was a little girl, he's the one who taught me Sunday school. And I grew up admiring him because he loved the Lord. He was so genuine. He cared for people. But I didn't know that he would come for me for the hand of marriage.
Yes.
And so when I look at him, I don't just see a pastor. I don't just see him as a husband. I see him as my pastor.
Yes.
In fact, when I told my dad that I'm getting married to Pastor Monene, he told me, "Nyinyi mulipendana mkiwa Sunday school." And it's such an honor to grow with someone who brought me in the things of God.
Yes.
And now we are over 50 years
and
married almost now going to 25 years. And the journey has been glorious. Though we have had challenges on our side, but through knowledge, our life has been changed. And we are here to share knowledge and make sure that someone understands that marriage works, relationship works. You only need to change your mindset. Because the problem with many people, they are right in the heart, but the head is wrong.
It's wrong, yeah.
So when you have a wrong head and a good heart, that can really bring a lot of challenges. So the two need to be good, so that you can have a good relationship and a good marriage. Oh, yes.
By Sunday school, do you mean when you guys were young?
Yeah, very young. We come from the same locality. We grew up together.
So it means your relationship is like how old from?
Oh, now when we were children.
Guy.
Yes, because we used to play Chama, Micha, Baba. You know, the games that children do. But we didn't know that we would marry one another because we come from the same locality.
Yes.
But for me, I used to see him as he was different from other boys, even when he's among, even when he was a teenager, when he was a youth. Monene was unique. You would spot him because he's a quiet guy, but very wise and very resilient.
Yes.
And I loved the way he was patient, and he would want to know how are you doing, you know. And the way men, you know, boys are with girls. Monene, he didn't have that life. He had a unique life that everyone admired. In fact, many people who knew about him, we never thought that he thinks about marriage anyway and about ladies. We thought he just thinks about the things of heaven. Yeah. Only when he came to tell me he wanna marry me, and I'm like, my goodness. Yes, and I was so grateful because I knew I'm getting married to a very godly man and a very good man, a man I have seen grow. So for me, it was such a privilege. The way people say, let me go think about it, there was no thinking. What are you thinking? And someone else may come in and get it. So I'm so happy that he married me. And indeed, he has been my pastor. He has really changed me. I had so many issues about my personality because of the background that I came, the family I came from, but he has been able to help me to build up my self-esteem through the word of God, speaking positively about my life, believing in myself, and telling me you can make it. You can make it, my wife. And I think I'm here because of him. Oh yes.
Support system.
He is a support system.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, sir.
So,
yes.
Amen.
I honor him so much with all my heart.
I love it.
I honor him, and he knows that. I honor him. I honor him in private and in public.
Oh yes.
We don't fake. For us, we don't fake. Yes, because we have realized the reason why people have challenges, because if you look like you're okay, who is going to come and help you? But when you are vulnerable, being vulnerable, you know, showing that you have a weakness in a certain area does not mean that you are weak. You are actually strong. And I think that is the secret of our marriage. Anything we don't understand, anything we don't know, we look for such a person, even if you're younger than us, and we ask you, how are you able to do 1, 2, 3 things? And through that, we have been able to get a lot of knowledge, even from youths. In fact, we are a total sum of so many people. You will be amazed, even our children advise us. We have given them that permission because they have seen that we are ready to ask them, how can we do this? How can we do that? And you'll be amazed. This generation has a very smart mind, and they are able to see things in a very different dimension than the way you see them. And so for us, we are a total sum of so many people, young people, old people, our age mates, name anyone, born again, not born again, as we mingle with everyone.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I'll go straight to the point.
Yes.
Marriage is not working out.
Yes.
Pastor Munene.
Yeah.
Marriage is not working out hapa nje. People are doing very big weddings.
Yes.
A month, hata saa zingine kuna wengine hata hawajafikisha a month.
Yes.
Ikienda sana 1 year, issues begin to arise and guys break up. The rate of divorce right now is very high.
Very true.
It's very high.
Yes.
What exactly is going on wrong? What is it? Is it the men? Is it the women? Is it the parents, how they're raising their kids? Is it the society? Is it the economy? What exactly is wrong with marriages? Why is it that their marriages are not working out?
Every game has got its own rules.
Yes.
Wow.
And you cannot just do what you want without following the right procedure. And the reason why most of the marriages are not working, most of the people are not praying by the rules. And the only way to get it correct is to understand when the family was beginning, a husband and a wife, what was the intention of God from the very beginning?
Oh yes.
But the challenge we have today is people want to learn marriage according to their own thinking, tradition,
Yes.
what their friends are saying, the society, without going back to the owner, the original, the one who began the family.
Oh yes.
And I want to say this, as long as you don't begin the right way, start the right way, it will never be okay.
It will never work.
The foundation.
It will never work.
It will never work.
And that's why many people are saying that marriage is a scam. But I want to say marriage is not a scam. Let me ask you, if really marriage is a scam, are we saying God is a scam?
Wow.
Because God is the one
Who originated marriage.
who began marriage.
Yes.
So when you say marriage is a scam, we are saying he is a scam.
Him.
And can he be a scam?
No. Oh yes.
And so the challenge is people don't want to follow the right way. They just want to come in, have good life without following the protocol and the procedure of marriage.
Yes.
And that's why many people think that marriage does not work.
Okay.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
I also
guys.
want to add on what Pastor Munene has just said. We know very well that when we are working in organizations, in any place that you're going to be, there is the prescribed order on how you're going to do your work for you to be effective. For example, if you're employed in any company, they will tell you when to report and when to leave. They will tell you the norms and all that. And we adhere to them. And if you don't, you are chased away. You are actually cut off. You are disqualified. And most of us have lost employment. You can't go when you are drunk. There are places you can't go to work when you are drunk. Absolutely. If you dare, you know you are going to lose your job. But because now marriage, no one is there to ask you. You are so familiar with your wife. You're so familiar with your husband. Atanipeleka wapi? Ni nini atafanya? That you're taking one another for granted and avoiding God and feeling now that we have the right. We are a husband and a wife. We can do what we want. That is what is destroying marriage. Why? Anytime a person is not accountable to a higher authority, you are likely to misbehave. That's why in every organization that is serious about employing their workers, they have a disciplinary committee. You find it already there. Why? They know human beings are likely to misbehave. And peradventure, if we are working with you and I fight you back, the company has the right to sue me and I pay you. But who sues when a husband slaps the wife, when a wife molests the husband? So you find, unless your willpower is actually yielded to the Creator God, you will somehow misbehave. And let me say this, the greatest gift that God gave human beings is the power to make decisions. Your decisions you can make decisions as a woman or a man. Decisions are against God who gave you that will. We know what we are supposed to do, but you choose to do otherwise.
Not to do it.
So what is God going to do? And God has given us the power of will. And I want to say this, when the gods of this world want to destroy a person, they first of all make you mad. You are funny. You cannot be told. You have some pride. You cannot be corrected. You are funny.
Yes.
But you don't know. It is the gods of this world that want to destroy you. The reason why marriages are not working, number one, most of them do not have mentors. We married with Pastor Monene and we kicked people off because we feel we have education, we have money, we are known. Let me tell you the truth. You need people as you're rising up, and you need them if you dare come down. And so you find that most of the marriages, they don't have mentors. And so tukikuwa na shida na Pastor Munene, we don't have anybody we can talk to. We are not accountable to anybody. So we set an exam for marriage, we market ourselves, and we give ourselves 100%. And because the Adamic nature is so selfish, I will always feel it is him who is failing. And him, you keep on telling me you are the one who is failing. So we begin blame game.
The blame game.
You're getting that. That's why marriages are not working.
No one wants to own their mistakes.
No one wants to own up that I'm the one who is in the wrong. In fact, you want to prove that you are not in the wrong. Why? I have said the Adamic nature hates correction. And so you need someone who is superior to you, who can tell you, no, Pastor, so though you are a pastor, you don't answer a husband like that. You don't speak to your husband like that. And the vice versa. Pastor Monene, you said that to your wife? Are you serious? You know, he needs someone. And one of the things that has made our marriage, you know, successful, it is not because he's Angel Gabriel and I'm Angel Agnes. No, we have challenges in our marriages. But because we have mentors whom we look up to, that peradventure, if we are not agreeing with Pastor Monene, I can call them even at 3 and tell them, excuse me, we have this issue, we have not agreed, this is the 3rd week, can you come in? That's why we have been able to get help.
Yes.
And they listen to us and they say, I think Pastor Monene listened to Pastor Sue. She seems like she has a point. And me, I'm told, no, I think you're overreacting. Because I think Pastor Monene is saying things because of this. And by the end of the day, the problem is solved and we move on.
Yes.
So, number one, people have failed to have mentors. And I want to ask everyone who is listening to us, who is your mentor in relationship? Who is your mentor in marriage? Because if you don't have a mentor, you will utterly fail. Why is it that every profession that we do, whether you are a medical doctor, you are an IT, anything you are doing, even the people who are taking the camera right now, someone orientated them, mentored them to it.
Yes.
But we don't want to be mentored in marriage. Yet this institution is generational. So that's why there's a lot of casualties. Because we feel we know. But what do you know? And you have no certificate. Any other profession we have in the world, you must have papers. You must show that really you are qualified for this. But what shows that Susan qualifies to be a wife, qualifies to be a husband. So we get in it, we are naive, and we don't want mentorship. You see that? So that is one of the causes why relationships are not working and marriages are not working. The second thing is because we have refused totally God to be the center of our marriage. We feel just because you have a vagina and a penis and you can be able to perform sex and have feelings, you feel you are okay. I want to let everyone know, even animals, they also have an erection. What is the difference between you and animals? So kumaanisha uko na vagina na penis does not mean that now you are okay. Now I need to feel that now I'm a wife. I know. No, I need to also understand the anatomy and the physiology of a man. What is the psychology of a man? What do men love?
Yes.
Like there is one thing that I've now understood with almost the years that men love respect from women.
Absolutely.
Respect and honor. Usimwambie unampenda. Kupenda kwa ukitaka kuonyesha mwanaume unampenda, muonyeshe na respect and honor. And how do you give respect? Through your words and through your actions.
Yes.
Two things, through your words and through your actions. You get that, And vice versa also. If you want to tell a woman that you love them, a woman wants to be loved, it is through your words and through your actions. But if your words are toxic, you slap, you talk anything, that person will actually go. So the problem we have is we don't want to follow the prescribed rule and the rules, as Pastor Monene was saying, what we're supposed to be to make sure that our marriages are okay. So you find we are not investing in knowledge. Really, I'll ask many couples, how many years have you been married? 15, 5. Do you have any book about marriage? Babe, tuko nayo. Go to. No.
No one has that.
No. You see that? You don't have a book. Do you listen to anything on YouTube about marriage? Maybe toxic marriages. You see now? Moshene ile mambo inaharibu ndoa. That's where we want to go. You get that? And you wonder now, because you are what you feed your mind with, you are what you feed your spirit man with, and you are what you feed your body with. You are an outcome of three things. So at the end of the day, you wonder, if you have not invested in knowledge, then how are you going to rectify those areas that you feel that really you need someone to come in. So people don't want to invest in knowledge. Most of the times when we go for couples meetings, you hear pastors and the people who have organized the meetings are the ones who are paying for the food, paying for the drinks. People don't know the importance of knowledge. And so you find even Kenyans until now, they have not understood the importance of knowledge. Call them, but if you ask them for a goat, go drink, have fun, have music, they will rush.
They will run.
Because that gives them those emotions. The emotions are puffed up. But after that, reality dawns on you. You have a wife there, you're not agreeing, you have a husband here. So can we invest in knowledge? Lack of knowledge has really made so many people to have, challenges in their marriage. And the Bible is very clear that my people are destroyed. Not because the devil is powerful.
Exactly.
Not because you are a fool, not because you are not compatible, not because you married from this tribe and this ex. No, it is because you lack knowledge. And because you lack knowledge, the Bible says even God has rejected you and rejected your children. So the challenge is because people don't have knowledge about marriage. Do they know the psychology of women? What do women love? What do women love? Men are not able to decode some of the words that a woman say. Like, for example, I keep telling the married men, when your wife tells you, staki kwenda, no, she's telling you, can you persuade me more? Lakini hey, utaki kwenda ni sawa, wacha niende. And you leave me and you find me, I'm frowning, and you're like, yeah, because that's the nature of a woman. That's something every man must decode. Yes. When your wife tells you, unamwambia twende tukalale, mimi sijisikii. Not that ajisikii, anataka you push it further. Yeah, that's the way God has created us. That's the way God has created every woman. If you refuse that, you will have a problem with your wife and your husband. You see, we don't want knowledge. Can you hear? I'm speaking knowledge, but why? Because there's a mindset we have had, and there's a way we have been brought up, and we think that is the way. So at the end of the day, you keep having misunderstanding, conflict, and you wonder, I think we are not compatible. Wacha nitafute msichana mwingine. Wacha nitafute. Unakuta the other one is just like the other one. So then because we are women have the same, we are unique. Men are also unique in their own way, but we have the sameness. There's something about human beings being same. Yeah. We are very similar.
We almost all want the same thing.
Yeah, women almost want the same thing. Yeah, so the challenge is we don't want to invest in knowledge on people who have been ahead of us. They have made enough mistakes. So we want to know, what are the things that works and what are the things that don't work? Like, for example, women think when you have a guy, when you are dating and you are in marriage and you are quarreling this man and you are quarreling him and he's quiet, you think you are winning. You don't know you are losing him.
Yeah.
And you feel, hata ya amesikia hivyo. Hakuna kitu amesikia.
Actually, amekudharau kiasi.
In fact, hata ukimuuliza, excuse me, babe, nimekwambia nini? Repeat again. You alifunga. But we feel like when we talk, express ourselves, the more a man will understand you. No, the more he feels, I think you are. Why are you throwing things out of proportion? Unakelele. But that's what ladies want to do. They want to do it and do it and do it and do it. So at the end of the day, this man you keep on pushing him, and at the end of the day, you find yourself you're not able to agree. Yes. So knowledge is key. Like for example, like us, we sit down with successful couples and we ask them, even younger than us, how are you able to solve your conflict as a husband and a wife, so that we can top up on what we know. Knowledge, and you keep learning every day. I remember one time my son, who was 7 years, one time he came and told me, Mom, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. And I asked him, wow, what do you want to tell me, Winner? And he told me, Mom, have you ever realized, I don't know whether you are aware, that the way God created you, your voice has bass. And I told him, I have bass? He told me, yeah, Mom, you need to do this. Take a phone and record yourself. And because you have bass and dad has bass, you need to be feminine. My son was 7 years. And I looked at him, we were in the bedroom. And he told me, Mom, that's why sometimes you find when you tell dad something, he is a bit hesitant. Because you have a commanding tone. You look like it must be done.
It's like you're commanding.
It must be done.
Yes.
And I listened to him. And Mom had been observing. And I hope, Mom, this will not offend you. I told him, no. Tell me more. Haki mama utakasirika. Nikamwambia hapana, hebu niambie. And from that time, I went and recorded myself, and I realized I have a bass.
Yes.
I realized I have a very my
voice
is very strong.
Yes.
And I didn't know that. Whom did God use? My little boy, 7-year-old boy. Now he's a big boy. And he told me, when you're talking, Mom, you must have 2 voices. There's a voice when you're addressing people and when you're talking to Dad. Can you try to be more feminine?
Yes.
Because Dad is more masculine. You see that? Suppose I ignored that boy. And indeed, when I changed, I found our relationship and our talk becoming more closer.
Because you changed your tone.
My tone when I'm speaking to Pastor Munene is not the way I speak to any other man. I'm more feminine. I look, you know, I look something, I don't want to look like another man.
Yes.
I want to look like a woman. I want to give him that feminine.
Look and feel like a woman.
Thank you. But before my son told me that, I didn't know that.
Yes.
And many people had listened to me, even my relatives, but they have never told me I have a base. You see? So what are we saying? Knowledge, you keep learning every day.
Yes.
Like for us, we have opened our mind to learning. And that's one of the greatest way to make a marriage successful. So marriage is not a scam. We are the people who are scams. And so scam plus scam makes a scam.
Yes.
But God is not a scam.
Yeah.
So that is the challenge we have.